ng Commission on Population Region 2 upang alamin natin ang aktibidad at ang kadahilanan kung bakit meron tayong obserbasyon ng World Population Day. Of course, kasama natin ang bagong talagang Officer in Charge, Regional Director ng Popcom Region 2 at ang iba pang mga naimbitahang panelists natin at syempre ang ating mga media friends na kaagapay natin sa ating palatuntunan. Una muna, bigyan natin ng paunang pananalita ang Officer in Charge ng Popcom Region 2, si Madam Dirita Macarubo.
Members of the panel, si Miss Rhea Balancing Mabay, siya po yung Guidance Coordinator ng Medical Colleges of the Northern Philippines and ISAP. And of course, all the way from Baguio City, Miss Sheridan Atina Ganebe. She's the Presidential Staff Officer 1 of the National Youth Commission. And also Dr. James C. Guzman, who will be coming in a little while. And of course, today is the World Population Day. And all of us are very excited because this is the first time that we hold a Tipan here in Popcom, in this office. And the reason why there is a World Population Day is because the increase in population is becoming very fast and in a shorter period. Okay, so our world population, the first billion came after 130 years. Good morning, Dr. James. Okay, and then the next billion came after 30 years. Then the third billion came after 14 years. Then after that, the fifth billion is 13 years, and the 6th billion is 12. So then in 2011, we reached the 7 billion. So the estimates is by 2023, we hope we will have 8 billion people. So that's also a matter of 12 years. But sana nga shorter, because we wish to be shorter because ang impact nun sa mabilis pagdami ng population is of course sa ating resources. So ang ating team for this year, meron tayong dalawang team. So we have the international team, which is yung international team is adolescent pregnancy, give adolescent girls and boys a voice. But then we also adopted a local team which is work for a brighter future, address teen pregnancy. Now na.
Bago natin ipagpatuloy ang ating talakayan, ipakilala po muna ang ating mga batikang, mga broadcaster at mga manunulat dito sa Region 2 or sa Cagayan. To give justice to the early birds, i-mention ko base sa mga una-unang lumating. Una ay si Ginoong Edmund Pancha ng FDN Filipino Science. Si Ginoong Cayetano TG Tudao ng DCCB, and of course, si Margarita GMA 7. And Madam Digna C. Pagulayan ng RPN and Miss Jeanette Valentin Bakiran ng Philippine Information Agency. Kasama, ito po yung lumikha o kaya may gawa sa pinakabago na radio vlog ng Popcom, si Sir Benji De Hiro ng PIC. Boses niya rin nandoon. Boses niya rin uli. And of course, mula sa Radyo ng Bayan Tugigaraw, kasama natin si Manager Naisa M. Lopez, of course, at si Madam Melanie Perez. At sa PIA kasama natin si Alvin De Los Santos at Modesto Ferrer. Sa Cable Television, kasama natin si Ina Jennifer Santique. Sa RPC ay si Kumare Dina Villacampa. At sa DCYT ay si Ginong June Acosta.
Hey!
At siyempre, meron tayong mga student journalists mula po sa University of St. Louis, si Maria Isandra Miguel and Kim Eros Basilio. Ayan po. Of course, si Rambo, ng RBC, kasama din natin, meron pa tayong hindi nabanggit. Kompleto na. So ngayon, dahil nabanggit na ni Direktora yung dahilan bakit meron tayong World Population Day. Of course, ako po ang lingkod, Oliver Camayo Bangkay, sa ngalan po ng ating Regional Director, Director Purita Eslica, sumasayin niyo po ang ipon-ipan sa PIA. Nagchata na ng mga tanong dahil alam ko napakaraming katanungan ng ating mga media. So, ang unang question ay magkagaling kay, sino na yung nauna kanina? Si kasamang Lani Perez. Dati niya na kasi kinontrata sa akin siya. Unang magtatanong. Okay.
Happy World Population Day sa ating lahat. And my question is for Director Maharupo. Ma'am, very alarming po yung latest report ng National Youth Commission kung saan po ang Pilipinas ay sinasabi po sa buong ASEAN ay tayo po yung from 2000 to 2010, dumodoble po yung pagtaas ng incidence or teenage pregnancy. Dito po sa Region 2, nakakagulat dahil ho, sa buong Pilipinas din, ang Region 2 po ang nagtala rin ng mataas na kaso ng teenage pregnancy. And you have said na hindi lang po ito isang health issue, but also a developmental issue. From the point of view po ng Population Commission, ano po kaya yung mga nagiging factors or dahilan kung bakit po nandito sa atin, sa Cagayan Valley Region, yung pinakamataas na incident, and what can we do para ho ma-address itong ganitong issue or pangyayari po sa atin?
Actually, yung data natin on teenage pregnancy based from the 2011 Family Health Survey is 11.2% of teenage girls aged 15 to 19 have begun childbearing. At mas mataas tayo kaysa national level. Kasi national level lang is 9.5. So, yung last po na survey na ginawa na from the Young Adult Fertility and Sexuality Survey, marami yung mga dahilan bakit marami yung nakita sa premarital sex. Because of course, yun yung direct na cause ng teenage pregnancy. And the precursors for indulging in premarital sex includes smoking, drinking, and taking drugs. So aside from that is yung effect po ng media, mga sa internet, ganyan, and of course, peer pressure. And also, based from a survey, one of the reasons also is parental absenteeism. So, yun yung isang po, yes. And premarital sex happens either in the school or in the homes na hindi supervised yung mga bata. So, kaya yung isa sa mga strategies namin ay yung promoting the use of the learning package on parenting education, or we call it PENTEC.
Mga pahayag ni Ma'am Erich kay Dr. James Guzman, bilang confirmation, mako-confirm po kayo ng RHU na talagang marami ang teenage pregnancies dito sa Region 2 and dito po sa Tugigaraw. Gaano po kadalas ang minsan? Gaano po kadalas o karami na mga teenagers ang pumupunta po sa RHU para magpa-prenatal check-up?
Naiza, we would say that there's a lot of truth in what has been in the statistics. Sa City Health Office, we conduct prenatal check-ups for women every Tuesday and Thursday. And today is Thursday, so if you go there now, and you count the number of women accessing our facility for prenatal care, then makikita natin na siguro around 40 to 60% of our pregnant women are usually below the age of 20 or 19 and below. Well, it's lamentable, kasi last year in 2012, the youngest prenatal patient that we had was 13 years old. 13 from Tugigaraw. And this year, I think it's 15 years old. So, kung nakikita natin, And I would also confirm Director Herit's statement. Na it's because of media, because of the absence of parents, no? Considering that yung mga iba dito have dysfunctional families with one or two parents out from their homes, earning a living outside of the country, and therefore they're left into the care of their either grandparents, aunts or uncles, aunties, no? And makikita natin that these are the children who usually, no, have more peer pressure among their friends. And if you would look into how they were able to have these pregnancies, it's either, no, they have friends, nakinuman lang, and then, you know, the thing that sana hindi mangyari ay nangyayari. And therefore, most of the time, no, nakikita natin na these children, no, when they are forced into that situation, really do not know what to do. And dito natin nakikita na siguro Director Helitz, dapat pagtibayin natin o palakasin natin yung adolescent reproductive health through that learning package, no? Not only later in the educational ladder, hindi na po sa kolehiyo kasi late na yun. I would believe that we should start in the high school level. So, tama yan.
Yes, Doc. Since andun na po sila, aside from conducting prenatal check-up, Doc, would you also consider doing counseling to these teenage mothers?
Yes, in fact, no, that's a part of the package of the prenatal, supposedly, no? Or yan po ang ginagawa natin. Lalo-lalo na yung first-time mothers, no? First-time pregnant, no? Na pumupunta sa atin na teenage from 19 and below. We take more time with them, sitting down with them, and doing more counseling with these patients rather than yung mga 25 and above, no? Na first time pregnant. So when you see them, no, really, sabi ko nga, it's lamentable na ganun ang nangyayari sa ating and considering also that Mindanao City has 6 universities, no, or 5 universities and a lot of other colleges. We have the biggest high school here with Cagayan National High School, no? Then definitely we have more children or we have more adolescents to address. And natatama o nauugma itong tema for this year na adolescent pregnancy, give adolescent girls and boys a voice. And yun nga, naka-highlight yung girls because they are the ones most vulnerable. Of course, sila ang nagiging pregnant, and they are usually also left, no, to care for their own child, no, because most of these end up to be single mothers rather than being married.
Ito po ay nasaksihan ko lang po pag bumibisita sa City Health Office, sa mga health centers na may nagpapa-prenatal o nagpapa-test kung pregnancy test, mga teenagers. Ang unang reaction kung hindi tulala, umiiyak. Now, ano po ba yung pwedeng intervention ng from Popcom or from rural health units para sabihin natin, nandyan na, no? Pero para ma-prevent pa yung susunod or may mas marami pang bilang at na saan po ba mostly nanggagaling yung mga teenage pregnant po natin? From rural po ba or sa urban?
That's a serious question, no? What can we offer these young girls, no? Actually, babae pa lang, bata pa lang sila eh. You don't even call them women because they haven't even, hindi pa sila sabi nga namin minsan, no, as a way of pabiro. Hindi ka pa nag-debut eh, nabuntis ka na, you know? But at any rate, no, ang unang-una natin gawin dyan is more of the counseling. Aalalayan natin. Well, we cannot give them more sermons, no? Definitely, because I believe even in their own schools, in their own homes, no, they have been ostracized already, no? Alam mo yan, yung mga sa eskwelahan, chances are they have to stop schooling. Except for a few, no, na nagpapatuloy. Pero pag high school yan, definitely mag-i-stop yan. Kasi pagtatawanan siya, or maski yung pinagsasabihan palagi siguro ng mga guro at saka kanyang mga elders sa eskwelahan, and definitely mahihiya yung bata. So we really need to give them support, no? And we try to do that as much as we can in the City Health Office. Number 2, no, is to give them a safe birth. And therefore, that's one of the reasons that for teenage pregnancy, wala dapat manganak sa bahay. Kaya nga, isa sa mga layunin ng ating nakaraan na na dispensation at pinagpapatuloy ngayon ng ating present local chief executive, no, ay yung pagpapalakas ng ating or pag-rebuild ng more birthing facilities, no, that will address this issue on safe delivery. And sino pa po ang mas nangangailangan ng safe delivery kung hindi yung napakabata na magiging ina. And yun na, hindi nag-e-end dun sa ating pagbibigay ng payo, hindi nag-e-end dun sa ating pag-deliver, pero natutuloy yan, no, sa ating continuous counseling for them, no, particularly kung sila ay nagsasama na sa isang batang ama din, no, is to offer them family planning. Well, when we say family planning, let us not get the conception na pinipigilan namin silang manganak. We're just guiding them on how to be able to respond, no, dun sa kanilang kakayanan na number of kanilang children. We're not saying na hindi na sila manganganak. Ang sinasabi lang namin is kailangan na umugma yung kanilang family size dun sa kanilang capacity, no, to be able to bear a family. And siguro ang Popcom has more to say about this.
Okay, may reactions Ma'am Erin sa ano?
Dagdag lang sige.
Sige po.
What Popcom is doing, because kung pregnant na yung bata, of course, we don't advise them to abort.
Yes.
That's number 1.
Yes.
Because talagang even before sa program, we don't really promote abortion. Okay. And of course, our continuing advocacy and promotion of the Adolescent Health and Youth Development Program, where yung pinaka-basic na ginagawa namin is, of course, isa yung developing mga messages, infomercial na na-mention kanina, is developed by PIA, by Benji, and then we provide mga materials like yung AR-AIDS funds, you have your AR-AIDS funds, yung Crossroads films, and then of course conducting parenting education. And of course we have collaboration also with LGUs and of course with academe like MCNP, having teen centers.
Okay, thank you, Oliver. Bumati kanina sila din ng Happy World Population Day. Ako hindi ako babati. It's alarming. So it seems like I cannot feel na there should be a reason to be joyful, to be celebratious. No? I would like to address this to Ma'am Maria. Being, of course, the situation is inside the campus. Ito po ay katotohanan. We cannot get away from this. That among schools, campuses, there are some, I'm sorry sa mga nakikinig. May mga professors, instructors, professors na sila mismo yung nag-start ng sabihin natin open and close code, binibiktima yung estudyante. So we have teachers na nabuntis yung estudyante, we have even school heads na binubuntis yung estudyante. So the image is, here is a school na try to protect sana yung mga kabataan. Pero this staff itself, sila mismo yung nagsisimula ng mga ganyan. Of course, we know kung sino mga professors na yan, na living proof, titignan lang kita, living proof, ha? Are you sure? Okay, so kay Ma'am Rhea, ano naman yung move ng school, no? Especially sa part mo, yung early guidance coordinator. Can you also relate or can you give us a situation or ano ba what's happening inside as far as this issue is concerned? Sa ano yung mga action niyo? Or have you ever experienced yung may nabuntis and then what did you do?
The academy, especially for the guidance and counseling services, we do conduct series of broad session, educational information session, wherein we would focus on fertility awareness, discovering human sexuality, especially for the first year students, and youth awareness towards responsible relationships. So the objective of this broad session is for us to discuss with the adolescents the how sexuality related choices and decision affect their lives and of course their future. So like say for example, we would reiterate it to them that they should think of school. So before engaging into premarital sex that would later on certain activities. So, hindi lang po through broad sessions, we conduct also other activities kasi kung broad session na, kung minsan medyo, kumbaga bored din yung students eh. So, kailangan mo silang sabayan with their energy. So, we conduct essay competitions, poster making, or even every Tuesday kasi we have this Tuesday forum informing the students with the different activities of the school. And of course, that is also our venue in reaching out to the students. So we
How did your reaction doon sa first question yan na there are some
yes,
professors na medyo
Okay, as to my issues on that, sir, if proven guilty po sila, they are, of course, should be out in the school. If proven guilty.
in the school that
In school. I'm not speaking of MCNK, but of
But
course
you have
I'm
experience
not.
like that?
I haven't experienced.
How about the student, ma'am? How about the victim?
The
Usually
students,
there are some schools kasi of course we're not talking about your school now, but there are some schools na ang nangyayari, ganun ang nangyari, either na-kick out siya, so parang napahiya yung bata and the like, so parang nasira ng kanyang future. As a guidance counselor, how do you see this incident?
Since upon knowing with that certain case, sir, we do counseling like yung ginagawa po nila Dr. James for us to ensure also kung ano ba yung nararanasan ng estudyante like emotional, okay, psychological effects of those certain case. So mahirap po kasi yun, mahirap po talaga yung pinagdadaanan ng estudyante. So that's why they need emotional and psychological support. So from time to time, we do follow up or pinapatawag po namin yung estudyante.
Pero hindi naman kayo nag-kick out po.
For us in MCNP, we require them po leave of absence. And what is this leave of absence? Kumbaga, they are out of school for a period of time during their pregnancy for us to ensure also their parang healthy pregnancy. Kasi, like say for example, if they are enrolled in college or even allied medical courses, so they are exposed to chemicals which would harm the baby, even the mother. So they are more prone to infections. So, kaya po ganun.
But you don't advise them naman to enroll in other universities?
No po. Ganito po yung ginagawa namin. They should file a leave of absence which is approved by the dean or program coordinator. And then, upon return to the college or to the school, i-represent po ulit nila yung leave of absence. So, parang lang, they would stop for a period of time, pero after their pregnancy, they will still, or if they would like to enroll in our school, we would gladly accept it. So,
Okay.
ganun lang po yun.
Okay, thank you ma'am for that clarification. Next question, Madam Tignan po yan.
Yes, thank you, Ver. Good morning po. During the counseling, Doc, ay nire-require ba ninyo na tawagin yung parents ng both sides para at least mabigyan din sila ng counseling? Dahil syempre pagka ganun dahil nasa minor sila, magtatango na lang sila ng tango at hindi mo nila na itatanim sa kanila.
Telling you frankly, kung sino yung nandun, usually, no? It is just the woman we counsel, no? But if the father is there, no? We would require them usually also to be there. Most of the time, it is either just the mother of the woman or of the girl who comes to accompany her, no? In her prenatal checkup. But really, no, I think this is more of like an affair or a situation wherein everybody should get involved. In fact, ang sabi ko nga kuminsan, no, I get back on the parents, no? At sinasabi ko, alam mo, Nay or Tay, if the reason, no, kung bakit ko sinasamahan yan ay dahil
hindi mo nagawa o hindi mo siguro kulang yung yung paggabay sa kanya. And kung hindi natin gagabayan itong bata na ito after she delivers, no, and she gets another pregnancy within the period of a year or two, no, hanggang mamatay tayo, malaki pa rin ang obligasyon natin. And I also always tell these children, no, na to look more forward-looking. So, kasi yung mga iba, parang madali lang ang mga anak, lalo na sa mga kabataan, no? It's easy for them. Some of them, you know, like, madali yung experience to the point na makita mo in a year or two, nandiyan na naman sila. 18 anyos lang sila. They get pregnant at 15 or 16 at 18, they are already there again. And you would just imagine, no, a woman at 21 years of age who has 3 pregnancies. So that means she delivered at 16, she delivered at 18, and at 20 or at 21, she has another baby. When in fact, these children should be in school. But really, Ma'am Digna, you opened our eyes there. This should be a family counseling affair, and therefore we will take note of that.
Thank you very much, Doc. Doc, kanina, follow up lang, sir, hindi, ng counseling. Ano po yung sinasabi sa kanila?
Una, no, we make them understand what the pregnancy is all about, how it develops, so we go more biological, no? Kasi yung mga iba, sasabihin mo, tatanungin mo sa kanila, it is more of due to experimentation and ignorance, no? On how she even had that pregnancy. She told all the while that sex is an end to itself. She did not know that the consequence of an unprotected sex is pregnancy. So makikita mo, no, that it all boils down to ignorance. So una-muna, sasabihin natin sa kanya paano niya nakuha, no? Kasi sa totoo lang, alam niya na it's because of the sex, but she did not know how all these things happen. Number 2, we go as to the term of the pregnancy. What are the reasons kung bakit siya mag-prenatal, no? And then we go next on how to have a safe delivery, how to have a good, being a good mother to her child, kasama ako in breastfeeding, and then we graduate to the point na family planning or responsible parenthood. Okay, so, well, the message is varied. No? It depends on, but basically, you tell them how that pregnancy came about, how it is going to go through for the next 9 months, and how she has to deliver, when she will deliver, no? And how she has to take care of herself after the pregnancy, and how to prevent another pregnancy.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Sir Ding.
Na age 15 to 19 yung age bracket. Baka naman karamihan po dyan na 18 or 19 years old. Because according to the family code, legal po yun. Yung pag-aasawa at age of 18 is legal. So baka naman doon po yung marami. So paano natin mapag-reconcile ngayon o mapag-ugnay yung policy na ito na at the age of 18, legal na yung pag-aasawa sa present na problema po natin. Kay Ma'am siguro. Then yung follow-up question po niya, ano pong magagawa ng National Youth Commission na paraan para kahit paano maitaas yung antas pa, yung age level ng pag-aasawa dito po sa bansang Pilipinas para kahit paano mababawasan po itong teenage pregnancy na baka po 18 or 19 ang nabibigtura po.
Yung age of marriage, the legal age of marriage for both men and women is 18. But we're not naman saying na if you get married, you also become pregnant. So we're saying that because kung ikakasal ang dalawang tao, of course, there has to be time for them to know each other better. So wag muna mag-pregnant. Delay the pregnancy until, yes, kasi
Paano daw i-delay mo? Mahaba-habang lecture na naman yan.
maraming paraan yan. Kasi if you take a look, yung 18 na edad, nasa college ka pa yan eh. Okay? But then, legal age na yun. So, siguro pwede natin gawin is, sana itaas yung age at marriage. Na after college, or after doctoral pa.
Wala na, hindi na siya quantum late siya ng doctoral.
High risk na siya.
High risk na siya.
So, NYC can...
Yes, si Ma'am Sheridan Atina Gahete.
Okay, to answer your question, sir, sa question na kung ano magagawa ng NYC regarding din sa family code na 18 yung legal age, yung magagawa po natin is that we can pass policies, yung proposals. Of course, we can do that. But when it comes to amending the family code, that would go to a kilometric process. Of course, we cannot change the law. It has to go to process. So, kung yung pwede nating i-recommend na dapat ito yung age higher. For example, 25 yung age dapat na marrying age. Pwede natin i-recommend yun, but of course, it has to go process. Yun po. And study shows that yung brain po natin nagde-develop from age 5 to 20. So talaga yung 18, immature pa po talaga.
Developing.
Developing pa. Brain natin.
Okay, and the next question could come.
I-correct lang natin, yung term should not be birth control.
Yes.
Okay? It's population management. Okay, because ang magde-decide ay ang couple kung ilan yung kanilang magiging anak at kung kailan sila manganak. Okay, as to the stand of the church, ano naman siya, given na yan na they don't promote artificial means of contraception. Yes. Whereas yung government is, ang role ng government kasi is to provide intervention to promote both artificial as natural means of contraception. So ang bottom line is, the church believes that if you will prevent the union of the sperm and the egg, kasalanan na yun. Okay? Whereas sa government, basta walang fertilization, walang abortion. Okay? So, ang pinag-uusapan lang kasi, the bone of contention is when does life begins. So, for us in the government, life begins kung meron ng implantation. And contraceptives, the mode of action of contraceptives is from the word contra, it prevents the union of the sperm and the egg cell. Wala pang fertilization na nangyari, and so there is no abortion on the part of the government. So yun yung side. So, ina-accept na po namin yan. Actually, we've been collaborating with the church, particularly the Roman Catholic Church, along promotion of responsible parenting and natural family planning. So, here in the Archdiocese of Tuguegarao, we have a memorandum of agreement with the Catholic Women's League, of which I am a member and the secretary of the Tuguegarao unit. So, one of the activities that this CWL is undertaking is to provide counseling on responsible parenting and natural family planning during the pre-K. And also, we also succeeded in having a similar memorandum of agreement with the Catholic Women's League of the Diocese of Ilagan. So that there will be a training on natural family planning on July 30 to August 2 for CWL members. And we agreed last time na sana yung mga CWL members na within the childbearing age.
Yeah. Okay. Follow up lang ma'am, na-try niyo po bang i-explain or nakipag-usap sa ating pong Arsobispo on the government side para at least ma-explain din natin sa kanila yung ating mandate? And ano po ang reaction ng ating pong Arsobispo?
Nung time ni Emeritus,
Bishop
Emeritus, we had a consultation dialogue with the clergy in 1987. But still, of course, the same din ang kanilang stand.
Okay.
So, yung kanilang stand for natural family planning, we respect that.
Okay.
And so, they should leave us alone also in our promotion of both artificial and natural family planning because in effect, we're the ones giving option or informed choice to the couples.
Okay, thank you ma'am. Si kasamang Jeanette, Martina? Sige, please.
Ma'am is pregnant, ma'am, ano po natin. Dahil yung pong ano po ng ating alagad ng simbahan, go and multiply. At pilit po na ginigiit po yun. Ano po yung advice po natin sa kabataan?
Multiply, hindi referring na magpakarami ka, magpadami ka ng anak. It's go and multiply as evangelist to promote the word of God in that context. So, gusto din natin is for couples to manage their fertility, to be responsible parents, and if parents are responsible, meaning they should manage their fertility. They should only have children that they can afford to clothe, to feed, and so many others.
Okay,
Halimbawa kung kinasal sila pareho at age 18, one way na pwede nilang i-delay is yung 57. Wala mo bang effect ma'am pag gusto na niyang magbuntis?
Delaying pregnancy can be two ways, no? First, ang pinaka-number one, which the madres have adopted, is abstention. Pero kung kasal kayo, on that context, nakasal sila, then you can also do it two ways. One is the natural method, no? Meron tayong natural family planning. And much as ang sabi nga natin is not, it entails a lot of discipline to be able to do natural family planning. And number two is artificial methods, of course, no? And in the health center, yung menu na yan, nilalatag natin sa pasyente. And they have their own choices to make. So sila po ang nagsasabi sa atin kung ano yung kailangan nila at ano po yung nauugma sa kanilang sitwasyon para yun po ang ibibigay natin. And I'm happy, that we always partner with Popcom on responsible parenting, which promotes, lalo-lalo na ang natural family planning. But really, people are not all Catholics. So, hindi po lahat Katoliko, hindi po lahat, naniniwala na makasalanan ang paggamit ng artificial methods. And so, for these people, since we're in government, we have to give to everyone, not only to Catholics, not only to Protestants, but to everyone, including the atheists.
thank you. Before going to the...
Ito po sa ating lahat. Ito po yung senaryo. Kanina po habang nahihilig po ako sa mga question, nandun na po yung senaryo na hindi naman po natin pwedeng sisihin ang kakulangan ng parents. Hindi rin po natin pwedeng sisihin na nagkulang ang gobyerno sa pagpapaalala sa mga kabataan. Hindi po ba sa lahat po natin speakers, tanong po ito, hindi po ba napapanahon na para tulungan po natin ang publiko na ipakilala yung dapat na gamitin ng mga demics. Tulad po yung condom. Kasi pag sinabi po natin gumamit ng condom, parang nahihiya po tayo. Diba? Ako po na may asawa, pag bibili ako ng condom, parang nahihiya pa po ako. Parang may something na nasasabi sa isip ko na ay nakakayang bumili ng condom. Hindi po ba tama na isipin natin na tulungan natin yung mga kabataan kasi tayo po mga may edad na may isip. Iles, kumbaga ang weakness po natin yung emotional. Pag nagmahal na po tayo, yung mali, ginagawa po natin tama. Hindi po ba sa Popcom po, sa aming speakers, yung po bang idea, hindi po ba napapanahon na ipakita na po natin, ipakilala natin ng direkta, kumbaga iratsada natin sa mga kabataan na ang condom, dapat alamin mo